Cesar Milan. People are always commenting on how healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is the food my dogs eat.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is a premium freeze-dried raw dog food designed to support your dog's health, happiness, and lifespan. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of cod Krispies. Go to drmartypets.com/good or text GOOD to 511-511.
Your order is back with a 90-day guarantee.
All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA Feed.
We are MFA.
Can Missouri Republicans trust Bill Eigel? President Trump doesn't. President Trump criticized Eigel for deceiving voters by using his image in campaign ads. Trump even threatened legal action against Eigel. Why does President Trump oppose Bill Eigel? It's because Eigel's campaign is bankrolled by the same rich liberals who are funding ads that attack Trump's record and character. Bill Eigel is a dishonest politician who is bought and paid for by never-Trumpers. There's a better choice. Conservative Republican Mike Kehoe is a businessman and job creator. Kehoe has a bold plan to provide relief to Missouri families who are getting crushed by Biden's inflation. As our governor, Mike Kehoe will eliminate the state income tax to put more money back in your pocket. Mike Kehoe is the conservative Republican we can trust.
Cops for Kehoe is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Cops for Kehoe, and is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. We could have some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 30%. It will be partly sunny. Our high temperature will be near 80 degrees with calm winds. Tonight, we still could have some isolated showers and thunderstorms before 10 o'clock. Chance of precipitation tonight is 20%. Then we could have patchy fog tomorrow morning after 5 a.m. We'll have partly cloudy skies tonight with a low around 63 with light and variable winds. Tomorrow, patchy fog before 8 o'clock. Then mostly sunny skies with a high temperature near 86 degrees with a light and variable wind. Tomorrow night, skies should be mostly clear with a low around 65 with calm winds. Then Thursday, we expect sunny skies with a high temperature near 86. We'll have light and variable winds on Thursday. Thursday night should be partly cloudy with a low around 64. Then partly sunny skies in the forecast for Friday with a high near 84 degrees. Friday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 63. Then Saturday, our weekend's going to start out with a chance of showers and thunderstorms during Saturday afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high near 82. We'll be partly cloudy Saturday night with a low around 66. Then Sunday we'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high near 85. Skies should be partly cloudy Sunday night with a low around 68. And Monday, that new work week, starts out with a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 88 degrees. That's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
It is both overwhelming and frustrating when listeners do not understand the difference between fact and opinion. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. We all know that there are liberal channels and conservative channels in the national media. I cannot bring myself to call them news channels. Most of us of a certain age still remember when national news channels offered more balanced reporting. Fortunately, you'll still find that more balanced approach coming from newsrooms at the local and state level. And I'm proud to say that most ag reporters do a pretty good job of presenting facts and letting their audience make up their own minds about how they feel about that which is reported. One of the reporters that works for me did a story recently about a Senate confirmation hearing for the administration's pick for chief ag negotiator. The story covered what the candidate viewed as his priorities and covered his response to senators' questions on a couple of key topics important to America's farmers. There was no political leaning whatsoever in the way the story was written or delivered. However, one of the readers on the website felt compelled to bash the reporter and the network. He said Brownfield leans toward a liberal agenda and that we do not represent the American farmer well. Get your heads on straight, he said, and then went on to bash the current administration. Have we become so polarized in this country that we cannot read a news story without making assumptions about the deliverer of the news? I know many people are only comfortable consuming information that promotes their political views. Fine. But to pretend that it doesn't matter what the chief ag negotiator has to say on crucial topics, no matter what his political persuasion, is ludicrous. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. The third Ag Innovation Showcase is Wednesday, July 31st at Missouri Soybeans Bay Farm Research Facility. Missouri Soybeans Conservation and Farm Operations Director Clayton Light says the event shows farmers what is brand new in agriculture technology.
We're looking at trying to give farmers about a 5 to 10 year look into the future, focused on technologies first and foremost, but also research that goes along with that.
The showcase features innovations ranging from phone app functionality to biologicals that sequester carbon.
And that'd be a full day of just conversations, networking, and getting to see live demonstrations of really neat technology coming to farmers in Missouri.
Learn more at mosoy.org and on the new Spotlight podcast from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Another slow start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grabner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity remains quiet. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced. Show lists this week are mixed. Higher in Texas, but lower in Kansas, Nebraska, and Colorado. Significant trade volume will likely hold out until the back half of the week. Box beef is mixed at midday with light to moderate demand for solid offerings. Choice up 35 cents at $313.79. Select down 18 cents at $298.15. At the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers under 800 pounds sold from $8 to $20 higher. Steers over 800 pounds were steady to $3 higher. Feeder heifers sold mostly $3 to $10 higher. And light 5-weight heifers were up to $20 higher. The USDA says supply was moderate with very good demand. Receipts were down on the week and the year. Feeder supply included 56% steers, and 66% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steer, 601 to 647 pounds, brought $285 to $323. Feeder steer, 751 to 799 pounds, brought $261 to $278. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 551 to 592 pounds, brought $271 to $296, and feeder heifers, 754 to 798 pounds, brought $241 to $249. Cash hogs are lower at midday with moderate negotiated purchases. The cash hog market continues to struggle with consistency. Demand uncertainties are making it difficult for the hog market to find solid footing. Global demand is solid, but domestic demand remains a wild card. The industry is also watching the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Bears and Gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 66 cents with a weighted average of 83.18. No comparison at the Iowa, Minnesota, but a weighted average of 84.03. The Western Corn Belt had a weighted average of 83.86, and the Eastern Corn Belt had a weighted average of 80.09. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets were steady at midday at $66. Pork values were lower at midday, down 39 cents at $104.13. Butts, picnics, loins, and hams were all lower. Bellies and ribs were higher. For the latest in market news, go to brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Megan Grabner for Brownfield.
I am talking with Katie Strothman, a technical service representative for BASF, who says producers need to use a diverse strategy to prevent HPPD resistance.
If we have somebody who is looking for a little longer lasting option, we have a new product that's called Certain. Certain is unique in that it has encapsulated PPO, so its label features a wider application window, right? We have that a little bit of pre-post flexibility. If Mother Nature says, oh, you're not going to make it out to spray your crop before that corn starts emerging, you can go up to that early corn V2 window with Certain and make sure that you've still got that residual. Our post is going to contain Status herbicide. Status is a really great product. 2 effective herbicide sites of action in that single product. And the 2 effective sites of action work together to get the most out of each component.
For more information, connect with your local BASF technical service representative or retailer.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Gary Lee Feibelman of Salem passed away July 19th at the age of 78 years. Funeral services for Gary Lee Feibelman will be Saturday, July 27th at 12 noon at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Gary Feibelman will be Friday afternoon and evening from 5 until 7 at the James Gar Chapel in Salem. Entry will be at the Boss Cemetery. Memorials are suggested at the Boss Cemetery. Cards will be available at all James and Gar locations, and all arrangements for Gary Lee Feibelman of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Mark Allen Seitz, age 69 of Salem, passed away Monday, July 22nd. A private family gathering will be held at a later date. And all arrangements for Mark Allen Seitz of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU's Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commissioners met Monday morning at the courthouse without 1st District Commissioner Wes Mowbray, who had a prior commitment. Dent County Treasurer Danita Williams presented the CART tax receipts for July and reported the county received $83,066.63, which is up $3,926.70 from the 2023 July amount, and is up and that account is up $22,316.44 year to date. Rick Emery was at the meeting from Dent County Road 5130 and wanted to make sure the new no truck signs are not going to affect local log trucks or other local truck traffic from using the county roads. The commission said the local truck traffic on the roads will be permitted. He also said he had a culvert problem he talked with Commissioner Mowbray about, where after rains, ponding occurs. He was checking on the progress, and Road Supervisor Jason Akins, who was in attendance for Mowbray, said they have not gotten to that yet. In the road report, Akins said grading will be done on Dent County Roads 4160, 5600, and 6460, while brush will be cut on County Roads 5020, 5030, and 5105. Akins did say new cutting edges were being installed on grader number 39. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said grading was being done on Dent County Road 2050, while rock was being added on County Roads 2070 and 2120. Polk also stated workers will be checking out County Roads 3180, where a truck supposedly got stuck, to check for damage. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said the commission is still working on Senate Bill 190 as it was modified by Senate Bill 756 and will not go into effect until August 28th. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said today is the first day of no excuse absentee voting, and this will continue until August 5th. She said Wednesday is the last day to mail out an absentee ballot, and sample ballots are available for free in her office. She wants to remind voters that you must declare a party you want to vote for, as this is a primary election, and you in Dent County can choose the Democratic Party, Republican Party, and the Libertarian Party, or a nonpartisan ballot that includes only the two amendments. Curley is also reminding voters to update their names and addresses before August 6th, and that you must bring a photo ID with you when you vote. She also wanted to remind all taxing entities to publish their tax rate hearings. Curley said that her office and the treasurer balanced on all accounts for the month of June. The Road and Bridge Department took phone bids, with Philmart the lowest bidder at $2.85 a gallon. Albert Snyder attended the meeting and asked for the weeds to be cut on Dent County Road 4020, where they are extremely high and drivers cannot see oncoming traffic around a curve. Commissioner Polk said he would get that on the list of work to be done. Sheriff Bob Wells and Dent County Emergency Management Director Derek Marfitt attended the meeting to discuss FEMA requirements for the county. Marfitt said both the county and city need to have an emergency management director, and he doesn't believe the city has had one since Alan Kimry. Marfitt is currently going through the old emergency management plan, which was from 2012, and needed to know how the county was going to coordinate the needed changes with the city. Commissioner Larson said he would talk with City Administrator Sally Burbidge and or Mayor Greg Parker to see how they want to handle this situation. The commission then heard from Susan Cunningham from SDR, Inc. about the 911 mapping and improved services and the new requirements from the state. Field work is currently going on and is expected to be completed by the end of July. The new requirements will be used for addressing as well as 911 calls, and extensive training by the assessor will be needed. Cunningham stated, though it is unknown how the state will provide the training, she asked the commission to contact Scott Kaysen, NG 911 coordinator, to set up a meeting with the state GIS, and if Dent County would need monthly or quarterly reports. Cunningham also said the state has not yet figured out where they will get the financial support for this project. Dent County Assessor Jamie Holmeyer turned over the real estate and personal property totals for 2024 tax books to the collector and county clerk. For this year, 2024, there were no appeals with the Board of Equalization on the assessed values. It was also announced at the meeting the next commissioner meeting will be Monday, July 29th at the courthouse. The Missouri Department of Transportation's Traveler Information Map is now accessible through Internet browsers or on mobile devices. The update allows the map to be displayed on mobile devices without having to download the Traveler Information Map app. The map provides the traveling public with traffic updates, road conditions and closures, as well as winter road conditions. More customers can now access this information through their mobile device's browser. The mobile app version will still be available for download and will provide the same update information. When the app is installed on a device, it will launch in place of the mobile browser version. In 2023, the Traveler Information Map and corresponding app saw more than 7 million views and an average user engagement time of 7 minutes. Judging kicked off a few minutes after 7 Friday morning at the 2024 H and FFA Expo, where nearly 50 head of market hogs and 13 breeding hogs competed. The 7 market hog classes winners were Oliver Hutchings, Toby Hayes, Blake Manthe, Delilah Shelton, Wyatt Martin, Lola Clancy, and Justin Fleener. Judge Ethan Blake from Mountain Grove selected Blake Manthe's 288-pound barrel as Grand Champion Market Hog and Wyatt Martin's 330-pound hog as Reserve Champion. In the swine breeding stock competition, class winners were Weston Ragsdale, Daxton Hutchings, Oliver Hutchings, Delilah Shelton, James Garcia, Brentley Easter, and Hayden Ragsdale. Daxton Hutchings Gilt was selected as Grand Champion, and Oliver Hutchings Gilt took the Reserve Champion ribbon. As usual, there was a lot of competition for the Showmanship Awards. Daxton Hutchings won the 8 to 12-year-old junior division. Bryce Martin won the intermediate age group for 13 to 15-year-olds, and Wyatt Martin took the seniors division for ages 16 to 19 years old. Those younger than 8 can show in a non-competitive Pee-wee clinic. Exhibitors in this division were Lindley Easter, Cora Shelton, and Hadley Tilley. The sheep and goat show followed the swine show with 19 head of sheep and 24 goats competing. Market lamb class winners Tara Warden, Audrey Barnett, Reagan Chambers, Henley Hedrick, Presley Strader, and Edlin Cunningham. Strader's 128-pound lamb was selected as Grand Champion, and Jolie Nash's 115-pound lamb was Reserve Champion. In the breeding sheep division, Presley Strader's ewe was chosen as the Grand Champion, and Jolie Nash's was Reserve Champion. Showmanship winners were Jolie Nash in the junior division, Stetson Mowbray in the intermediate division, and Presley Strader won the senior division. There was only one Pee-wee sheep exhibitor, and that was Trevor Brand. In the market goat show, class winners were Harley Camden, Kenley Garrison, Clara Ball, and Peyton Parks. Garrison's goat was selected as Grand Champion, and Clara Ball exhibited the Reserve Champion market goat. In the breeding goat division, class winners were Sawyer Camden and Kenley Garrison. Garrison's 7 to 12-month-old doeling was selected as Grand Champion, and Porter C's 7 to 12-month-old doeling was named as Reserve Champion. Goat Showmanship Awards went to Junior Kenley Garrison, Intermediate Clara Ball, and Senior Porter C. Participating in the Pee-wee Goat Clinic was Wyatt Shaw and Hattie Simpson. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch today at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgeries, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is located at 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Stop by or call them at 573-729-4031 and get the veterinary care your pet deserves.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Joe Biden and the radical left opened our borders. They sent border wall materials to the scrapyard and let in more than 7 million illegal immigrants. Why? They think they're importing future Democrat voters, changing our elections forever. Mary Elizabeth Coleman is fighting back. She's a conservative mom on a mission, running for Secretary of State to save the integrity of our elections. Here's Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
There are 77,000 illegals in Missouri. This isn't just an invasion, it's an occupation. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I'm running for Secretary of State to save the sanctity of your vote and mine. I'll fight election fraud and ballot harvesting, and I will never let illegal immigrants dilute your vote. And I will stand up to the woke radicals who want to censor our speech, persecute people of faith, and repeal our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mary Elizabeth Coleman, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Friends of Mary Elizabeth Coleman.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem. Looking to grade and then pave a project on your property? Don't look at trying to coordinate multiple contractors to get the job done. Let Titan Paving and Drainage handle all phases of the project from design to installation, using the latest in technology and equipment to provide you with the driveway or the parking area you desire in the most cost-effective way. Call Don Mutz of Titan Paving and Drainage at 453-6462 or 453-6379 and let him explain to you how to get the job done right.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO, your Ozark sports leader. St. Louis Cardinals played their first of 3 games versus the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday. In a very close game, the Cards just couldn't muster more than a single run. They would go on to lose the game 2-1. Game 2 versus the Pirates will be this afternoon at 5:40, which you can hear live on your hometown radio station, KSMO 1340 AM and 95.7 FM. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that pregame show actually starts at 4:45. Kansas City Royals played the Arizona Diamondbacks yesterday to begin a 3-game series of their own. They would fare much better, tallying 15 hits and on their way to sail past the Diamondbacks with a 10-4 victory. Game 2 of their series will be another late-night affair with the first pitch set for tonight at 7:10. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
At Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Big win for the Royals last night, 10-4 over the Diamondbacks. Bobby Witt Jr. just named the American League Player of the Week. Homered, tripled, doubled, and missed a single for the cycle.
I don't really know how to, I feel like hit a single. I don't know. I was just trying to put a good swing. I feel like I got too big on that. Missed a good pitch to hit, but it was a great win today.
He was also hit by a pitch. The Royals later retaliated. Arizona's manager was ejected. The Royals are 56-45. They've matched their win total from last season.
Yeah, it just shows you what we're capable of doing. We all knew that, and we just got to prove to ourselves that we can do it, and we just got to keep doing that. We just got to keep taking things day by day, keep trusting ourselves, keep preparing the way we are.
Cardinals lost to the Pirates 2-1. John King gave up a ground ball single in the 8th inning as the go-ahead run scored from second. The Cardinals face phenom Paul Skeens tonight. The Chiefs' secondary lost a big piece when cornerback L'Jarius Sneed was traded to the Tennessee Titans this offseason. While replacing one of the top corners in the league won't be easy, there are people who can fill those spots like third-year corner Trent McDuffie. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo trying to figure out that role.
Almost every game we had LJ travel with the quote-unquote top receiver. Whether we do that or not with Trent, we'll see. It'll just be a game-by-game plan. We'll see who the other corner is, who the nickel is. There's still a lot of unknowns right now. We got some work to do back there. We certainly miss LJ. I miss him every day.
Jackson Cantwell of Nixa High School set a state record in the shot put this past May and won a national title in June at Nike's Outdoor Nationals. Cantwell, whose parents were both world-renowned shot putters, also considered the number one offensive lineman in the class of 2026, and he's already had over 24 offers. With 2 years of high school football left, he's narrowed his list down to 12. Missouri is one of those schools. That's where his dad, Christian, attended. 7 other SEC schools, including Alabama and Georgia, on his list. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Get ready for adrenaline-pumping action that will keep you on the edge of your seat at the Missouri State Fair. Experience the Missouri Association Championship Truck and Tractor Pull on August 11th and the Pro Pulling League on August 12th. And come back for more with auto racing on August 18th. Tractor pulls and auto races in the State Fair Grandstand presented by CFM Insurance. Make motorsports part of your summer's best story and get your tickets today at mostatefair.com or etix.com. The Missouri State Fair, August 8 to 18 in Sedalia.
Feeling overwhelmed? Call, text, or chat 988. If you or someone you care about is struggling with thoughts of suicide, facing a mental health or substance use crisis, or if you simply need someone to listen, call, text, or chat 988. It's your direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. Call, text, or chat 988 to connect with trained crisis specialists, day or night. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
For all your tire needs, make sure you see the professionals at Hub's Tire Center in Salem. They have a wide selection of competitively priced consumer tires, commercial tires, farm tires, and industrial tires. They feature the industry's best tire brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. You can also visit their Napa Auto Care Center to accurately diagnose vehicle issues the very first time. Hub's Tire Center. Stop in 801 South Main Street in Salem or call 729-5800 for more information.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at statewide news. I'm on the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be along with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Missouri Net News. I'm Dale Forbes. No excuse absentee voting begins today for Missouri's primary election. Elisa Nelson reports.
Voters can now cast an absentee ballot in person without an excuse at their local election office. A government-issued photo ID is required to vote absentee in person. No excuse absentee voting is allowed until the day before the election. The primary election is on August 6th. Elisa Nelson, Missouri Net.
A beginning farmer tax deduction program set to launch in Missouri. The Missouri Agricultural and Small Business Development Authority will begin accepting applications for the new program starting August 1st. A farm owner could qualify for a deduction for their Missouri adjusted gross income based on the income received by either selling or renting farmland to a beginning farmer. This is Missouri Net.
Summer is a great time for families, but you're so ready to get back in a routine at school, right? Part of getting ready for school is making sure your child is up to date on recommended vaccines. The Missouri Immunization Coalition is reminding you to visit your local health provider before school.